Hello everyone. Am I audible to all? Yes. Hello. Am I audible to all? Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. Am I audible to all? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's continue the session with ggplot2. Okay. In ggplot2, we uh, today we cover the Q plot. Okay. So let me share my screen with you. I think it's my screen is visible to all.
Yes, so
Okay. So let's continue with this. We are going to start the qplot graphics with ggplot2. ggplot2 package created by Hadley Wickham offers a powerful graphics language for creating a elegant and complex plots. Okay, its popularity in the R community has exploded in the recent years. Originally based on Leland Wilkinson's The Grammar of Graphics, ggplot2 allows you to create graphs that represent both univariate and the multivariate numerical and categorical data in a straightforward manner. Okay, and grouping and can be represented by color, symbols, size, and transparency. The creation of trellis plots is relatively simple. And mastering the ggplot2 language can be challenging. And there is a helper function called qplot. Okay. And it means the quick plot that can hide much of this complexity when creating standard graphs. So we could create some standard graphs with qplot, but not the complex one. Qplot, the function is qplot here for the quick plot, qplot. And function can be used to create the most common graph types, and while it does not expose ggplot's full power, okay, it can create a very wide range of useful plots. The format, you will see only the one syntax is there. First is the data x and y. X and y are the variables, then data, then color, shape, size, alpha. Alpha is the transparency, opacity. Geometry is whatever the histogram or whatever you are making, box plot, whatever you are making bar plot, that are the geometry. Method we sometime requires in some plot like the linear regression, and this all formula also there will. Facets I will explain you in a one graph. We are making multi graphs in one, so that is the facets. And the x limit and y limit if we require extra. X label, y label, we know that. Main we know that. Sub we know that. So these all this is the simple uh, very simple syntax, or we could say the very few attributes are there. Okay. And I have explained each and every attributes here also in detail. If you read it, you could understand better way. So for this, you have to install the library ggplot2. Now, how to install? I explained you earlier. You click on here, install, and you write the name ggplot2 here, and you install it. Okay. So here I am importing this library, and you all know that our empty cast data, everybody is aware. So I am not showing again and again that. There is a column like gear. So 3, 4, and 5 gears, forward gears. So I want to label them 3 gears, 4 gears, 5 gears, and converting them in factor. And also gear transmission, I am converting in factor. Where is label 0 and 1 we have, and I am labels them automatic and manual. Similarly, I am for the cylinder doing the same thing. Cylinder levels 4, 6 at 4 cylinder, 6 cylinder, 8 cylinder. So this I am doing in the data, and I run this all together. Okay. And now if you see the structure, so look at it. So this is a factor now with 2 levels. This is a factor with 3 levels. This is a factor with 3 levels. Okay. Others are numerical. So we have converted them in a factor. And now we plot a kernel density curve and grouped by number of gears. Okay. So I am taking the mileage for, and the data is empty cars. Geometry is density curve I am going to create. Fill gear as per the gear, because gear is another variable. That is a categorical. We have taken that in a factor. This. So as per 3 gears, I will get 3 density curve for mileage. Alpha I am putting here 1. Intensity. Main, title, X lab, and Y lab. I just run it and you could see it. Look at this. This is 3 gear, 4 gears, 5 gears, but the intensity is too high. Opacity is too high. There is no transparency. I could not see the green density curve, how it is going behind this blue, and how the red is going behind green and blue. So I will reduce this density. It is the one density is the highest, 0 to 1. So I am writing here 0.3. So I run it again. So you see the density, the opacity has changed now. It is transparent, or we could see the curve behind green and blue. And so does that make sense to everyone? It's very easy to draw with this. Okay, and if I show you in a zoom form, you could see here, it's very nice.
Sir, can we make this kind of graph like two variable case if I'm having our own personal data? Then
Case, two variable case, what way?
like let's suppose I'm having total expenditure and total revenue data of Indian economy. So can I make similar graph of that in this
Yes,
ggplot
yes,
too,
yes,
like
yes.
this?
We could make.
So what about these codes and all? Means everything would be same, just
Here we have taken two. One is a categorical we have taken for separating it. But you are telling that you have both the variables are numeric.
yeah, numeric.
So we could use the ggplot function, that thing. And the qplot we could not create like that. But in the ggplot we could create it.
So this plot is for categorical just.
It is one we have taken the categorical, no? Gear.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And mileage is a numerical. So
Okay.
for 3 gears, the mileage of the for the density for the 3 gears of the mileage, we are getting in this way. This is the
So
density.
so
Yeah.
like if I avoid this categorical, just I consider the numerical, would it make sense? And similarly, I can make graph.
No. Then the both side we could not put that numerical in the x and the y axis.
Oh,
These are the stake something, and we are just using one variable miles per gallon. This is the density on the y axis. There is no other variable. It is just the density.
yeah.
We are separating this by this stack. We could say like that.
So
There is
like
one.
in on x-axis, if I'm taking both the numerical variable and let the density come on variable y-axis, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Then I can get the same graph, right? No need to have put factor in. No,
You could. What are the variables you told me? We could.
total expenditure of Indian economy and total revenue of Indian economy.
Okay. We could take them. We could take them. We could group by it. First, we have to group by it, and we could do it. No problem.
C bind, right?
No, group by. There is a function of group by. It is in the next chapter.
Okay,
In the
sir.
data preparation, we see
Group by. Okay.
group by function we have to use for that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we see some scatter plot. Current density plot we are also seeing for the that is we have completed. Okay. Now the scatter plot of mileage versus horsepower. Both are numeric variable. For each combination of gears, cylinders in each facet, transmission type in represented by shape and color. So I will show you. Horsepower, mileage, data, empty cars, shape AM, color AM, and facets, gear, tilde, cylinder. So you will see it's also a very good plot. First you see it. So I explain you first. According to this, the horsepower and the mileage on the x and y axis, horsepower on the x axis and the mileage on the y axis, and the data is empty cars. And shape means this shape, circle and triangle are the shape. I have taken the AM, and the color also I have taken the AM. So as far as shape and the color both we have taken is the gear transmission, and the facets we are taking the gear tilde cylinder. So gear we will get here on the right side. It is on the y axis. We could say that on the parallel to along x-axis we will see the cylinder. Okay, so this is the size I3 I am putting here. We could change this size. If I put 2, then you see what will happen. So the size will reduce, size of points will reduce. Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, it is a ggplot, and in the ggplot there are 2 options. One function is the ggplot, one function is the qplot. So first we are studying about the qplot. Later on we will study about the ggplot, sorry. Correct? It is also a in the package of ggplot, no? ggplot2. It is a part of ggplot2. So you see, in this way we could make this plot, or I will explain you how to interpret it. How we could interpret it. So you see there are red with 3 gears. You see 3 gears, we have the red, and red is for the automatic. So you could say that the 3 gears vehicle are all automatic. Does that make sense to everyone? And if you talk about the mileage is the medium mileage we are getting here between 20-25, and with this 8 cylinder, the mileage is lower. As the cylinder is increasing, the mileage is decreasing. That's the everywhere. You see. Okay. So in the 4 gears, you could say that 4 gears and 4 cylinder, most vehicle are manual. Now mostly they are manual. In the 4 cylinder, mostly the vehicles are manual. We are getting or having low horsepower. It is in the inside, so low horsepower and high mileage. And this has our median horsepower in 5 gears vehicle with 6 cylinder, and 5 gears with 8 cylinder we have low mileage and high horsepower, and they are all manual. 5 gears vehicle are all manual, and 3 gears vehicle are all automatic. Is it clear to all? You could interpret in different. There is so much interpretation. Okay. So now what I am doing, horsepower, mileage same, empty cast data is same, shape is same, but the color I am taking as a VS type of engine. So VS we have not converted here. So I am writing here factor VS. Got it? Okay. And the facets gear cylinder. And I run it. You see here. One more thing I would like to explain. If I don't write the factor here and I run it, see what happens. You see, we are getting the range of this. We are not getting the red and yellow color, or red and green color.
So sir, basically factor implies what? Like it's a coloring of the things factor.
No, factor is a binary, basically 0 and 1. Or when
So,
we are not writing the factor there, or it is a numeric basically in the empty cars. All the variables in default are numeric. So numeric means the value may range between 0 and 1.
okay.
And ggplot does not know the value will range from 0 and 1 if it is numeric. So it will give us the whole 0 to 1 side, dark to
Okay.
light. But when I mention that there are only 2 values, 0 and 1, it means I have to mention the factor there. Understand?
Yes,
If
sir.
I write here factor, then there are 2 values. So it will give the color as per 2 values only.
Okay.
Got it? If I write it, and you see what will you get the change over there. See here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in the ggplot or the R knows there are only 2, so we could give the only 2 colors. We don't have to give the range. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here we are taking two. Previously we have taken only one, m. So previously we have how many variables? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 dimension we are doing here with. Look at here. So this we have the circle is are the automatic. In the 3 gears, as we have seen earlier in the previous graph, in the 3 gears, all the vehicles are automatic. And in the 5 gears, all the vehicles are manual because the triangle is manual. Now, as per the VS, we could bifurcate it also, red and green.
But sir, some of the circle and triangle is in 4 gears also.
Yeah. That's why I am just how to interpret it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
In 4 gear also means there is automatic and there is manual both, right?
And the 4 gear and 4 cylinder, you will see all are the state engine.
Yes, sir. And here automatic and manual
State
both
engine,
kind of.
green state engine, and most of them are manual. You see, most of them are triangle.
Yes, sir. Manual.
Most of them are manual. Only 2 are, you see, they are automatic.
Yes, sir.
So we have only 32 vehicles. So
but sir, what is the use of this factor over here? Means why? What is the use of making this green and red when we are having circle and triangle already differentiated?
the circle and triangle, we are differentiating at the gear transmission as per the gear transmission, automatic and manual. VS is a different thing. It is a V-shaped engine and a state engine type of engine.
Okay, so 0 is V-shape engine, 0.
A V-shaped engine, and S is a state engine.
State.
State.
Okay, sir. State.
I could write there. I could also mention here. Just a moment. We could write here like this. We could change and we could get the name there also. So, IMT cars. I have intentionally I have not written because I want to mention that the factor to write is very compulsory if you want this sort of number. Okay, but I mention here once. Yes. Now I don't have a need to write here a factor because I have already converted it. Okay. So I just run it. You see here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, now it's much clear, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So that is, you could easily now interpret it. Or we
Yes,
could
sir.
also change the name. The AM instead of the gear transmission, we could write here. We could write here the instead of VS, we could write here type of engine. We could do that also here. We could make a new column here. Instead of AM, you could write that you just sorry is the type of an automatic and manual gear transmission. It is a gear transmission. And here I'm writing the number of cylinders. And here I'm writing, this would be the new column will be added in that, and the previous we could, if you want to, you could delete them. And here we could write the type of engine. Here I will not use the M now. I will use the gear transmission. So gear transmission I have to use in a quotes because there are two letters, two words in one. That's so. Here also I will write the gear transmission. I just copy paste it. It is the number of cylinder. Cylinders. And I run it. You see. And gear transmission. Just a moment, what it happens. But it's giving me only one. There are two colors, no? It is in factor. Yes. Okay. Gear transmission. I have to take that. And here number of cylinder. Here type of engine. Now. Just a moment, I see what's the problem now. Oh, these are all. Because Let's just see why it is not increasing that. Why it is not working? Okay, it will not change in that way. I think we have to change it separately. And just again open this. Mhm. Okay. We have to convert it separately, not in this way. We could convert this. Okay. We are just converting them in factors, so we are using it. We could not change the name here, but we could change separately. Okay. So this, I think you understand how to interpret this as we have created this one. This we have done. Now let's we see the next. Now I am taking one more dimension. That is a carburetor. Previously we have taken the VAs, we have taken the AM. Okay. Now one more I am taking, and we see what happens now. Now we have 7 dimensions. But these are too much dimensions, so it is very difficult to interpret this. But we are getting only 6. One is, it is not giving one more dimension. Okay. It is skipping one dimension. That is a what we have used previously, AM. So it is skipping AM. We have written AM, but it is skipping it. So it will give us the maximum 6 dimension only. Okay. So 7 we are unable to get it here because the data is very low. If the data is high, the good number of data points we have, then we could take the 7 dimension also. But here the data is very low, so it is not taking the all 7 dimension, only 6 it is taking. So that's the one reason. Now that is we have done previously, the same thing is here. And now I will explain you about the separate regression of mileage on weight for each number of cylinders. Separate regression. Okay. So weight and mileage both are continuous variable, and data is empty car. Geometry, I am using the point and smooth. Smooth line will give me the regression line. Okay. Method is linear model. Formula is y tilde x. Y is dependent and x is independent. Color I want through the cylinder. If I don't want to use, I could remove it. Don't worry. First I remove it, then we will use it later on. And the other thing are non-data links. So everybody knows it. You see, this is a regression line, best fit line. And these are the confidence, we could say the interval, confidence interval of this. This is our, on the x-axis there is weight and there is mileage.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. Let's suppose I want to make two variable graph, right?
Hmm.
Total
Yeah.
expenditure and total revenue of economics or any subjects. So, what kind of package means in ggplot2? Which link shall I search in help menu?
ggplot2.
Yes, sir.
So you could search on the internet the whatever the graph you want to create, just like it is a scatter plot. We are using the two continuous.
Yeah, like same the way you made this one just.
This. So the scatter plot or the, you could say the regression plot with the ggplot2 smooth curve. It is called basically the smooth. This is
So
the smooth.
just I'm searching here in help like package ggplot2, but here a lot of things are coming like describe file, user guide, package, win. So where shall I go now?
Okay.
Draw key blank, E for economics, here F facet grid.
So regression graph, you could say that the scatter plot in the ggplot2, how to create a scatter plot or the regression plot.
But sir, here in R function, only two things is there, resolution, REL. Like if you search on help menu ggplot2, where do you want to show?
Here you are searching. the
Yes,
help
sir. Yes,
menu.
sir.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
help menu, you will get the syntax, whatever is here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm talking about syntax. How will I write the syntax for two-dimensional graph?
Okay. So you write for the q plot only, na? Here we are studying about the plot. Question mark and q plot, you could write here the q plot only.
Okay.
Okay, q plot. I thought that you are searching on the internet.
No, not internet. Yes, sir. Here.
You see there is a q plot.
Okay. Now here, yeah, X and Y. This is two-dimensional graph, right?
So you will get everything in there. X, Y, aesthetic, passed. No, one dimension we could pass also.
Okay.
They have given the two dimension we could take maximum, or one dimension you could take. For the bar plot, we require only one dimension.
Yeah. No. Let's suppose I want to draw a line graph. So in one dimension I can take, and at max how many variable we can add?
We can add up to, if you have the good data, you could add 7. Otherwise, you could add 6 variable. 6.
Yeah,
But,
like X.
but
Here
the
it is
main
written.
very important thing is that two variables should be continuous and other should be categorical. The factor. Only two continuous we could consider.
Yeah. Yes, sir. My variable is numerical. Both are the numerical.
The both x and y axis you could take them.
Yeah. So like sir, here X and Y. These are two variables, right? Q plot. So let's suppose I have the four variable. Let's suppose so X, Y, Z. Shall I include in this?
No. Two numeric variable and the other variable should be categorical.
But I'm talking about sir, if I'm like having five variable, which all are numerical, then
we could not produce like that.
so how will I
Then
plot
we
the
could
line graph in
predict.
ggplot?
Then we could predict the. We could create the line graph only.
Yes, sir, line graph. I need line
area
graph.
graph, line graph. This sort of thing we could, density plot we could create over
Yeah,
there.
so I'm talking about this simple plot line graph curve type of thing.
So I will tell you. I will tell you that thing also.
Yes, sir. That's in that sense I'm asking.
Yes. We could create with the numeric one that, but not with this sort of facets graph. We could not create. These are called the facets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this linear graph, I again plot it, or I have plotted. I will show you this is the with our that single, and what we were doing with cylinder, and I run it again. These are the separate for the 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and the 8-cylinder. So these are separate if you are writing the cylinder here. Got it? Okay. And now box plot of mileage by number of gears. Box plot, we will take on the y-axis mileage, and the x-axis we will take the number of gears. So x-axis is the gear and the y-axis is mileage, data empty car, geometry is the box plot, and jitter I am also taking. Jitter means the points which are bifurcated points in the fill by gear. The color should be as per the gear. And the other thing are non-data links. Look at this. So this also the jitter which I have fitted here. So this shows these points. How many vehicle are here for this mileage? There are 2 vehicles of this mileage. Understand? And we could judge the frequency also. How many are there? How many are here? Got it? Is there any doubt, anyone? Okay. So it is the box plot. It's very pretty colors and everything. You see it. We could remove the jitter if you want. You could remove the jitter from here. You could create only the box plot. I'll show you the box plot only. Okay. So that is a box plot and the jitter plot. Is there any doubt in the Q plot? Okay.
So how do we define colors in bar plot?
It is 2 things are there. Here we are filling as per the gear. Gear is our one variable. Where are the 3 colors?
Okay.
As per it is taking. If you want to fill your own color,
Yeah.
so then instead of gear, you have to write a vector of colors. Just I write the yellow. Okay. Then I write next brown. And then I write green. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see what will happen. I have written something wrong. Sometimes. Okay, we are taking the aesthetic. It's taking the aesthetic and the C color and the fill C. It is not working with this.
Okay. So that means gear automatically has 3 inbuilt colors.
Yeah, 3. If there are 3 factors, so it will fill the 3 color automatically default.
Okay.
But it should take the what color we require. It should take that also. Now, but ggplot take. This qplot is not taking. Okay.
Box plot doesn't take.
Yeah, it is not. It is not using, but it is the quick plot. So it is just you want to create a plot in hurry. Then you could use this function qplot.
Okay.
So it is not taking that thing. If we write the gear, then it will take the color. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So it is taking the as a aesthetic. Aesthetic means the linked with data.
Okay.
So it is filling the color linked with data. Gear is in the data.
Yes, sir.
No?
Yeah.
So it is taking the color from that data only.
So, sir, if we have any categorical data, then it will automatically take its color.
Yeah, it will take the different color. Okay. So it was all about the Q plot. Now we see. Ranjan, give me one bottle. Now we see the GG plot. We start the GG plot also. As I explained you earlier, in the GG plot, we create some layers. The first layer, first we create a platform. Then we put one geometry, then other geometry, then other geometry. So layer by layer, we put something. Okay, in the one layer and the second layer and the third layer. In this way, we do the work in the GG plot too. In the GG plot function, not in the Q plot. Q plot, we are doing the everything on the same. So I explain you. So I run this GG plot too. And first I am creating a platform. So for the platform, the function is ggplot2. Data we have to write first empty cars. Okay, that is the first attribute. Comma, then aesthetic. Aesthetic is what which are related to data are called the aesthetic. So x-axis we are taking the weight, which is aesthetic. It will taken from the data, and the y-axis mileage will be taken from the data. So these are the aesthetic. All the things we are related to data are called the aesthetic, and the non-data link are not the aesthetic. Okay, I will explain you later on detail, you could better understand. But here I will just show you this platform I am creating. So I have created this platform. If I run it, you see here it is my platform. Stage I have created now. This is my stage. As per the weight he has taken its limit, as per the mileage it has taken the limit of y-axis. This is the stage or the platform I have created. Now I will use some geometry over here. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. And just minimize it. Then we have to add some geometry, whatever you want. So I am adding the points only. Geom underscore point with this platform. I will GP plus geom underscore point. And I will show you just here. Getting? I just done this. P platform plus geom underscore point. So whatever the scatter plot I am getting, because both the variables were numeric. So what we get the automatically with point, we get the scatter plot. Is there any doubt now?
Yes, sir. The variable like this means here both are numerical, right?
Yes.
And if I am having own data, so instead of empty car, just I will set my data over here. That's it, right?
Yeah.
And both the variable I can plot. And let's suppose I want to add 3 or 4 variable, then
I will explain that also.
Okay.
One more thing I will explain you. Instead of point, if I want the line, See what happens.
Yes.
Okay. If I want both, okay, I want smooth also. It is a smooth curve. We are getting predictive curve, non-linear.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
So what I am doing, I am just, it is the layers. The first is the platform, then I am putting one layer for the line, then the second layer for the point, and the third layer for the smooth. So there are 4 layers I have. Understand? Now, if I want to select some color for line, I want there should be a red line. So red color is not aesthetic, not related to data. So I just write the color equal to red. See here. Got it? I want the point color green. Getting it? I want the smooth color brown. Got it? So in this way, I could make it. Now I will tell you some more thing about this. The same thing I am explaining here. Geom point, color rate. I could write the call also, or the color, no problem. Color rate and the size one. If I show you this, the size one. If I change the size to, then you see what happens. Understand? And for line, we are making a line also. There are the lines. If I just make one line, not the points, so as I explained you earlier. Got it? This all I have explained within one. This I explain you later, because first we read some other thing, then I will explain this one. Now, what I am doing in the platform, I am using the empty cast. Aesthetic, I am using the X and Y axis, and the color VS also I am using in a aesthetic. VS is a data, vertical V-shaped and the state engine. So that I am also putting in aesthetic in the ggplot platform, and I run it. And I make a geom point, see what happens. We are getting this range. So what should we do here? Yeah, can somebody suggest me? I want only 2 colors here, red and green, or whatever.
So factor?
Factor. So I have to write here factor. I could write here factor only. No problem. I use the bracket. Okay. And I run it. Is it clear? Okay. But if I use a geom line, I run it. You see what is happening over there. There are two different line graphs as per the 0 and 1. But if I also use geom smooth, I see what happens. They are too smooth. It's a very messy graph or not. It's not clear. Basically, we want the points should be in a different color as per the VS. But the line graph and the smooth curve should be same. Should be a single color. It would be better. I want the point color may be different as per the V and S. But line and smooth curve should be uniform for both BS.
Sir, which code can be applied to the background is white?
I will tell you, there are the themes, different themes are there.
Okay, sir.
One by one, we will see it.
Yes, sir.
So here, I want only the single line graph, don't the double like this, and the single smooth. So what I will do, I want the points in two color only. I want the points in two color. Because I have taken this color in platform, so it will apply in every layer. It will apply in every layer, like in line, smooth, whatever I will take the layer. It will apply everywhere two colors. But I want to apply this only in the points. So what I will do, I will remove it from here. Okay. Then I will use only in geom point because I want the point in a two color. Does that make sense to everyone? But one thing is very important. You have written here color factor VS. Yes. Yes, yes. So we have to use here aesthetic. What? Aesthetic. If you use without static, you will get the error. Now if I create, I run this platform first again. You see, it's better than that or not? Is it good? You have the points in a different color only as per the VS. And the line is single, black line. And the smooth curve is a single. Is it better?
Yes, sir.
So this is very important thing. This I explained. The same thing I have explained above. Aesthetic is which are related to data. VS is related to data. It is a column in the data. I have filled the color in the previous case. So I have not written aesthetic here because the color red is not related to data. Okay, I am filling the red color, the blue color. It is not related to data.
Sir, why we have given aesthetic on code line 24? can we remove it? Is it gonna affect or
This aesthetic.
yeah?
So it is the data. No? We have the
Okay.
weight and the mileage is the data.
Yeah.
So whenever the thing is related to data, you are fetching something from the data, then it is a aesthetic.
Okay.
When the graph fetch some information from your data set, they are aesthetic.
So previously we used that empty cars dollar sign for weight and
No,
mileage.
here in ggplot2 we have not used it anywhere.
Okay. Okay.
It is the grammar of ggplot2.
ggplot. Okay, so T.
Okay. In the ggplot2 we have to use the aesthetic, not in the cubeplot or in the rbase. There is no requirement of that. Now, I think you all know the arthritis data set. How many do you don't know?
So still I am not able to get this arthritis file. I don't know what happened. I installed VCD package and then run this library VCD. But whenever I write on like or try to view arthritis, it's saying something like it is not found.
It should be there. Either you are using the wrong spelling over there, I think maybe.
Sir, I have checked it. Later on, I will send you the screenshot and let's see if you can figure it out. No?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So in the VCD package, we have a data set that is arthritis. There are 5 columns. One is the patient ID. One is a treatment like placebo and treated. Placebo means the pseudo treatment or treatment we are providing. One is the age. Age is an integer and a numeric. And one is improved.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
When I try to load the package VCD, I get this error that it requires a package called grid.
Grid. So first you install the grid.
But in case of grid, there are many options. I don't know which one, like grid base and grid debug, grid extra, grid geometry, grid graphics. I don't know. There are many options. So which one should I?
Okay. So when you install this VCD, so you have clicked here or not? It should be right.
Yes.
It was right
Yes.
there.
I tried from here. When I type grid, then I get a lot of options.
And in instruction, what it is telling? The only grid or grid
Yes,
extra.
it says, yes, like what you are getting, it says the same thing. Like loading required package grid. So it says the same thing.
No problem. No problem.
So it means I have the VCD function.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So we see the head of this. Head means the top six observation we are. So it is the ID, treatment, gender, age, and improved. These variables we have, and we make few plots with this. The data is arthritis, and aesthetic. I am taking the improved. Improved is a categorical variable. Okay. Improved, we have 3 categories: none, some, and marked improvement. None improvement, some improvement, and marked improvement. And because it is a categorical, so I could make a bar graph only. So geom underscore bar. And this bar graph I am filling with my own color. So it is not an aesthetic I am not writing here. The color is myself. I have chosen the color red, green, and blue. Okay. So this I have got it. If I, instead of this, I copy and paste it and I will show you. You could better understand now the aesthetic, what is aesthetic. Instead of this, I remove this. And I just create a bar plot without filling the color. I'm getting this one. Okay. I'm getting this one.
Sir, so basically ggplot is a form of a bar plot.
In ggplot, we are making a bar plot. Na?
Okay.
ggplot, we are making a bar plot. Just a moment. Yes. Are you getting?
Yes, sir. So actually,
Yes, yes.
so like ggplot is a form of bar plot, or we are drawing here just ggplot as a bar plot.
Okay. What does it mean by that? ggplot is a main thing. It is a main function. ggplot is a just like a quick plot. We develop the qplot, and the ggplot is a main function. And there are some other layers we put on ggplot. So
Okay.
that layer are the geom bar. Understand?
Okay. Yes, sir.
First, we have to put the ggplot. Then above that, we could put some other layers.
Okay, sir.
Got it? So I am not writing here P.
Okay.
Here I have written the P for this
Yeah.
GG. So I am just adding on this. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
The same thing. If I write the P and P plus this, I could write that.
Okay.
Okay. So I am just, because the saving my time,
Okay.
I have used it. So this you got that the ggplot, this is my platform. If I run this only up to this, you will see the platform. Platform, you will see the none, sum and marked, only the one variable I have taken. Got it?
Sir.
Are you getting here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
When I am putting the geom bar, so I will get the bar plot here. Okay.
Okay,
Look
sir.
at this. But I have not filled anything in the bar plot. This is the default color, the gray color I am getting here. I could fill my own color in this way.
Yes, sir.
So I will get my own color.
Yeah.
Or if I run this and I want to fill the color as per this improved, as per the treatment I am filling, not the improved.
Okay.
If I could fill as a improved also. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will see it that we are getting only the outline. Getting?
Yeah.
If I am writing the color, if I write the fill improved, you will see I will get the color.
Okay.
So this color, I have taken this as a aesthetic because improved is a variable. So I have to use the aesthetic. There is no aesthetic. I am putting color as my choice.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
It is the default color it is taking.
Okay.
R is providing default color as per the 3 category. But I want a stack diagram. Stack diagram, you know that there are some another variable also categorical.
Yeah.
So I am using there were another variable name was improved and treatment. And treatment. I just putting the treatment. I am not taking this one. Just I want to show you that if you write the color, you will get the outline only. I will show you. You will get the outline. Okay. If you put the fill, if you write the fill in aesthetic, then you will get the this. Okay. So this is the stack graph. In the geom bar, I have put the color as per the treatment. So automatically it has converted in stack diagram. Now we have two variable, improved and treatment. Both are the category. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is we have seen, and I will show you some more thing.
Sir, how to select the color like you have selected blue and
You could write here in the geom bar fill equal to
red, green, blue.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but here different color is coming, right? Orange
Yeah,
and
yeah.
something.
Yeah, whatever you want. You want the orange color, you could write orange. Many colors. Or if you want to know what are the colors, so you just write the colors.
No, sir, I'm talking here like the color it is shown in the graph right now. So which color you have put it for it? It's a
No, it is default color. It is the default
Okay,
color.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Now I want to use some text on the data, the values I want to show here. So I will use the dplyr library for the data manipulation. And figure 1 arthritis data set, I am counting the improved. So I see this I am getting. If I show you the figure 1.
So what is your percent greater than symbol than percent?
Yeah, I will show you that. Just a moment. This is a dplyr library. It is the dplyr pipe2 function we used in the dplyr library, and it will be, we will cover it in the R1. I explained it, the dplyr library or not, R1.
So just to recall, for what purpose we are using over here?
It is the chaining. It is the main data. In this data, we are selecting something, counting the improved. The improved is a categorical, so it is counting it in this way.
So
None
can't
is
we use like dollar sign? Can't we use to extract the data for just dollar sign?
Yeah.
So instead of percent greater than percent, I can use dollar also, right?
Yeah. In the next chapter, in the data preparation, I will explain this all thing in detail, the pipe2 function and the everything.
Okay.
That we have not covered so far, but in the data preparation part, it is. Okay.
Okay.
And I show you the class of this figure. So you see it is a data frame now. And colors, what I am telling that if you have to select the color in the while you have to fill here, okay, you could select from here any color. What it? Not only red, green, and blue, you have so many colors and so many shades over there. Now we come to again our part. I just remove this so it almost disturbs. Now what I am doing. So this is the I again run this so you could better understand the thing. This is the data frame, and I will show you this figure N1, that is the N. What I am doing, I'm making a platform ggplot figure 1. Figure 1 is my data, this, and on the x-axis I am writing the improved, this, okay, and the y-axis I am writing down the count, okay, N. So I will show you, and I am taking this with this platform geom bar. State, I am taking the identity in the, if you are putting here y the count, then identity is compulsory. This we have to write always. And I am filling the color salmon 1. Okay. Then I am putting if I run only this, so you'll see the graph like that. First I run only platform, so you could better understand what is the platform here now for this, how it is. So it is improved and N is here. Look at this. Okay. Now I am running up to here only. So you will see the bar plot. But we have not here labels, no? Text labels. I want this 42, 14, 28. So I will add on geom underscore test aesthetic label equal to N. Label is what we are taking, this N. These values I want to put here. And the vertical justification is minus 0.25. So you will see it. This, what it? So we are getting the value. We can put the percentage also. You group by the percentage, then you could do the percentage also. Okay. We could reorder this. This is the none, sum, and mark. The smallest frequency should become first come, and then later this 28 marked, some marked, and none. So we could reorder it. Reorder improved N. No, improved by N. So we could do this also. So it is in this way. Some marked and none. Okay. Instead of this, I would like to write the percentage. No? So I am making figure 2, arthritis count improved. And then what I am doing, mutate per PR. N by sum of N. This is the proportion.
Sir, what is mutate? What is mutate?
Mutate, we are creating a new function. We are creating a new column, sorry, with the help of old one. With the help of some modification, with the help of some calculation, we are creating a new column in that data frame, that is called a mutation.
Okay.
Okay.
Count.
So we are making a new column with PER name.
And count is, sir, improved. Count improved means
Improved is a variable we have.
no count, sir. Like just
Count.
counting how many improved. That's
It will
it.
use the counting like this.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Count is a function. So if I run up to here only, and I will show you the F2, figure 2, sorry. You will say I will get only this one. Got it? I have run up to here. And if I run the mutate per n, sum of n, and then another, the per underscore level, paste 0. Paste 0 is function, we have already read it. Round is the for the after 2 decimal places. After the decimal places, how many digits I require. So I don't require any digits. So I have not mentioned any 1, 2 there. And the paste, I want to paste percentage with whatever per I am getting here.
Sir, here paste 0. What do you say? Paste 0.
Paste 0 is concatenate the two things, that percentage and percent sign. It will concatenate it.
Quantity in two things, right?
Okay. So I will show you now the figure 2 so you could better understand. This is we have done per. We are getting the mutation of this new column, and this is the n by sum of n. Understand? This is n, and sum of n is here, and then we get the sum of this all, and we are dividing by it. There are 84. So 42 divided by 84, we are getting the 0.5. 14 divided by 84, we are getting 0.16. 28 divided by 84, we are getting 0.33. Does that make sense to you? Then we are making another column per underscore label, which is the paste 0. Paste 0 means this and this we are pasting. So what is this? This is the per what we are getting 0.50. We are round it off. After multiplying by 100. So first we this multiply by 100. So we get 50.000. We get, if we multiply this by 100, I will get instead of 0.50, I will get the 50.000. Then I round it off. So I just get the 50. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
And then 50, I am pasting with percent. Got it?
Sir, can you explain again once more?
First, we are making the proportion n by sum n.
Yes, sir.
This you have got. How we got this thing? This proportion.
Okay.
This is 42 and the total is 84. So what we are getting? 0.5.
Yes, sir.
And here so many zeros are there.
Yes, sir.
And similarly 14 by 84 we are getting 0.166667, whatever. Okay. This I have got here. Okay. Then I am multiplying this by 100. So if I multiply this by 100, what I will get? 50.000. What?
Yes, sir.
And 16.6667.
Yes, sir.
And then I am going to round off it. I don't want any digit after decimal. I put here round. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So what I will get? Only 50 and 16.
Yes, sir.
16.6, so it is 17, basically round off it, we do it. So 50, 17 and 33. We are getting it. So this number we are getting, and then we are pasting it with percent. So whatever the number we get, we paste that number with percent sign.
Okay. So paste is basically for that.
Yeah.
Percent sign. Okay.
It is pasting both things. Okay.
Yes,
Concatenation it is called basically.
What, sir?
Concatenation.
Okay, quantification. Okay.
And concatenation it is called. Got it, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is the thing here.
Thank you, sir.
Are these data brought from the arthritis function or something else? arthritis class or
No, up to the improved we have in the arthritis. Improved we have in the arthritis. Okay, if we could view that. Look at here. This we have. We have this improved. Okay.
okay.
So improved we have from the arthritis. Then we have muted the other column. Mutation means we are creating new column with the help of old column. So what we are taking the help of old column. So first we have converted in the F2 this. So in F2 we are getting these two things, improved and N. With the help of this N, we are creating this per column for the proportion. And with the help of this column, we are getting this one.
Okay.
Not exact new.
No.
Mutation means we are creating the new column with the help of old.
Okay.
Okay. And now we see one ggplot again. This we have got the data. Now we are making a ggplot. In the ggplot figure 2, aesthetic X improved and Y per. X is on the x-axis we are taking the improvement. We will take the improved. And the y-axis we will take the percentage. Not the percentage, it is the per I am taking. Per. So I just show you this. And if I run this, so it is the per. It is the proportion basically. Okay. And I should use here, instead of this, if I take the per underscore label, I use that and try what happens. We are getting this way. Okay. And then I'm taking the geom bar, state identity, fill 10-2. 10-2 is a color. And I will show you this much only. We'll see. This I'm getting. Now I want to use the text per label text I want. So I will show you this up to here. You see I'm getting this percentage. Okay. And then I am scale y continuous scale percentage. So if I take here per only, then I will use that thing. Okay. I run it and then I run the whole thing. So you could see. Here see I have written the percentage, the scale y continuous. Scale y continuous labels scales percent. The percent scale I got here.
So what is the double colon symbol stands for over here?
That is a double column we are taking here for the scales. There is so many things in the scales. The sub function we could say that is a percentage we are taking. We have some other thing also in the scales. Instead of percent, you could take some other thing also.
So just to take percent, we are using double colon symbol, right?
Yeah. We have some other thing also there, not only the percentage. Okay. We could use the G value. We could use some other distribution also.
So basically this double colon symbol is for what? Like extraction?
That is for extension of a function.
No, I didn't get that. Like labels is equal to scales, then double colon is used for what?
You see here, I have written.
Okay.
Then you see what I could take here. I could take these so many things.
These are all under scales.
These are scales you see, na?
Oh, so just to extract the things in scales, we have to use double colon.
And this you see, I am getting the percent here in the scale.
Yes, sir.
So we are getting it.
Okay, so extract like percent break, percent trans. So we have to use double colon. Oh, thanks.
And the labels I have given the improvement, and the theme I have taken this. So theme, according to this theme, we are getting this square box. Got it? If I don't allow this theme, okay? If I allow the theme, got it? It is better than that.
Sir, how did you zoom this one? Like where you clicked?
Only the zoom sign is there. No?
Okay, okay.
You click here and it would be here sometimes.
And where, sir, you get the pen which you are using to show the examples? Where did you get that pen in R?
Which I could not understand. What?
You were using some pen to explain the values earlier. So from
Oh,
where
that is a different device I have, which is attached here with my system.
Oh, I thought it's in R.
No, that is not in R.
Okay.
They have given some annotation function in the Zoom also to use it. So here I will use that device with Zoom, and on this what I say on the paintbrush, I will use directly.
Okay.
Without this Zoom. So without it is not possible to explain the thing. We could not explain with the PPT only.
Yes.
So writing is very, very compulsory when someone gets somewhere stuck somebody.
Yeah, I thought this pen is coming from R software.
No. It is not that.
Okay.
It is a graphical tablet is this. If you search on the net, a graphic tablet.
Okay.
So there is a graphic tablet and the pen we use for this. So this you understand how we could do it, and they reorder it. So reorder function I have explained you earlier. The same thing we are using with the reorder. That is in this way. Okay. And we have so many things here, but tomorrow we will re-continue it. Today we have some work, so we will not continue the session for a very long time. Okay. Is there any doubt in this ggplot2? Yes. Yes, someone has any doubt?
Sir, can you show like the help? How can I extend 4, 5 graphs? Means I need just command how to add plot the 4, 5 variable graphs. Means plot.
I will explain you this all. We have a very long script. This everything is there in this script. So step by step, tomorrow we could. I will explain you that thing also. Tomorrow it will be finished.
I just need a line plot for 5 graphs in a graph only. 5 line in a graph directly. Like x axis there will be period, on y axis there will be 5 variables. That's it. So all I need in a line. And also one more thing, like the line should be represented, means this line is for total expenditure, this line for total revenue, this line for government expenditure, something. So that's it. We can make in ggplot, right?
But I have to create first the vectors like that, no?
Yeah.
Data. So
Yes,
so I am telling that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tomorrow, sir. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow I will explain you that.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I tried searching for quick plot in the help section, but it's showing double Q plot.
Double Q plot you are getting there in the R.
Yeah, R Studio.
Just a moment. No, you write the single Q plot. It is a single film.
I did write it, but it's not displaying Q plot.
So you have a ggplot2 package you have downloaded?
Okay, it should be downloaded. That is separate package will be downloaded. I didn't know that.
ggplot2 package you have to download.
Okay, okay.
I will show you that. I will show you. On the package you go and install here, and ggplot2 in a small.
Okay, okay, fine.
Only ggplot2, not movies. And you install it. And qplot will automatically, if you import it, like you write the library ggplot2, then automatically qplot will work.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Subhasis, we could download the package like in this way also. Don't worry. The same thing is that. I will show you. You could also download the package, install.packages you write here. And in
So you have
course.
written double question mark, then GG title.
No, that is a question. Quotes is compulsory. The single or double quotes when you write the name of the package.
No, sir. I'm saying you in your earlier, like in console, you have written double question mark, then title, GG title. Why?
Okay.
Why you put double question mark?
Because if you ask single question mark something about this plot 2.
Yeah, but you are putting double question mark.
I have. So somewhere I have put in. Okay.
Here.
That is GG title, not the GG plot.
No, sir. I'm asking double question mark. What is double question mark here? Single question mark will help, na?
Double question mark is also help, but it is a part of that something. Then you could not directly approach there with the single question mark.
Oh.
Then you use the double question mark.
So like in ggplot, I want to extract GG title. So double question mark I have to go.
You see, if I run this, so I am getting here, no problem. I am getting the ggplot.
And if you use double question mark then?
So GG title I have got here, but if I put the double question mark, I'm not getting, I'm getting in this way. So I have just put it. I don't know why I have put the double one.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Previously. Okay. So it's okay for today.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yesterday you showed something about the COVID data.
Yes.
Will we be doing those later on?
No. That is a different Prophet library. We are not covering in this workshop that.
Okay.
We are covering only ggplot2 and the R basic. Okay.
Sir. Thank you.
Sir, have the video lectures been given or what for this part 2?
What, Sally? Yes.
So for this program R2, like video lectures or PDF have been given to us or what? Like I didn't receive, so
we are providing it to the paid participants only. That thing. Are you paid of participants here? So you will get it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So thanks everyone for today. Tomorrow we meet again at 5.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.